GoogleLM must be one of the easiest and most powerful ways of generating language learning content. So either a lesson or a part of a lesson, but you could also use this just as easy the way I do for self-study. I think the only way I can show you this is to show you an example that I produced today. All I did was go onto GoogleLM. I added up a video that I was watching about the life of Bob Dylan in English, and then I generated all of these activities. So for example, I've got a quiz, so I can check my understanding. And if I open it here, we can click on the screen and we can go through the questions, and we just have to click on the button and then see if we got it right and then move to the next one. I also produced a set of flashcards where it's got some questions that I need to answer. Again, we can open it up full screen. What was Bob Dylan's original name? I think it was Robert Zinnemann. Click over. Robert Allen Zinnemann, then click on the next one. What date was Bob Dylan born? I can't remember. I think it's about 1941. Yeah, not too bad. So it makes flashcards automatically from the content that you provide. But what else does it produce? So I wanted to build a reading from the video. So I generated a reading around the video, and you can see I've got the reading here, and it's basically a summary of his life. And this was taken from the video that I provided from YouTube. Now I also got the system to generate for me a video, and I've got it here. It's like a summary video of the original video from YouTube. It comes with images and it comes with commentary. I can control exactly what I want in that video. And if I click back, I also produced, or I am producing at the moment, an audio overview. So I've got audio, I've got reading, I've got video, I've got quizzes, and I've got flashcards, all from one source. So let's get started, and really hope you like the video, and if you do, please like it, please share it, please comment on it, and of course join me on my YouTube channel, and don't forget to give me some hype points. Now I'm going to do an example in English today, but this works in multiple languages and I mainly use it in Polish. I'm going to provide some content to NotebookLM. In my case, I'm going to provide a video, but it could be text, it could be audio, it could be a website, it could be a PDF file, etc. And then it's going to generate for me all of the content, and I can control the level of the content, the number of questions, etc. Let's get started. So I'm going to work with a YouTube video. I've got a video here which is the life of Taylor Swift. It's only 10 minutes long. It's fairly easy, so it'd be great for a language class. I'm going to come back over now to my Google account. So I'm going to click on Google, find that Google Notebook actually now is one of your apps. So you can just find it here. Okay, so you should find it in your apps. If not, you can just write NotebookLM. I'm going to click on Create New Notebook, and all I'm going to do is click on YouTube video, and then I'm going to paste that in as a source. So I paste in the link, and then I press on Insert, and now that source has been brought in. And now I can start to generate all the learning material around it. This bit in the middle is like a chat window where you can actually chat in and generate direct questions that you will be asking to the video. Okay, and that's also very useful, but not really what I want to do today. What I want to do is focus over here. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to generate a quiz based on the video. So I'm going to click here, and I get a lot of control over the quiz. I'm going to produce a standard quiz, so I'm not going to, and I'll choose to do this at an easy level. So you can control the level, and now I'm going to click on generate, and now that is going to generate a quiz that I could share or use with my students. Or if I was studying on my own, which is what I do in my case, I would be able to actually do the quiz and check my understanding of the video. You can see that's already been produced. I click on that button there and I've got the quiz. Notice if you click on this button here, you can click and actually play it. So at what age did she sign a contract? I'm going to say probably at 14. I'm not sure. I was correct. Click on next. Next question going to come up, and I can answer the questions and test myself. I can even get a little hint if I'm having trouble with the finding the right answer. So this can be really useful. We can go on to the next question, etc. Later on, I'll show you how to share this content. Remember, you have a lot of control over the content. Let's produce now an audio overview of the video. So I'm going to click here on audio overview, and you'll notice that it gives me quite a few different options in terms of the type of video. And notice, for example, here it says a lively conversation between two hosts. So I'm going to choose this option, or I've got debate or critique. It's going to depend a lot on the focus. Notice also that you can be very specific if you want to focus on particular things in the video and extract certain information from the podcast. So I'm just going to have a deep dive. It's going to be a conversation between two people. I click on generate. I'll stick with the length. I could choose to do it in another language, notice as well, but I'm going to do it in English. Click on generate, and now that's going to generate for me an audio podcast. And there is the audio, and if I click on that audio, and I just want to show you, if I click over onto here and we can play it.
So we've gone through all the research you sent over, and
now what else is interesting, so we can click here and we can download that and use that immediately with our students. Of course we can share it, and I will come back to that in a minute. Okay, hope you liked the video so far, and if you do, please like it because it really helps me with my YouTube channel. I'm going to move on now to show you how the flashcards work. I'm going to show you how you can share content as well, and I'll quickly take you through a few other options. It really is a very complete tool. There is another amazing tool from Google this year, which is called Storybooks, and it's actually inside Gemini, and that is also fantastic for language learning and free. And if you want to know more about the Storybooks app inside Gemini, watch the video that's on the screen now, and I'll also put it in the description below. But we're going to carry on now with a few more of the features inside of NotebookLM. Just a super quick break from the video. If you do like what you're seeing and you want more free videos, then come over to my website, teachertrainingvideos.com. I specialize in making videos to show teachers and students how to use technology in their language teaching and their language learning. And there's loads of content on the website. Also, if you're a language teacher, think about signing up to the newsletter. As well as getting updated on all the latest videos, there's a free 14-part course where I basically highlight some of the key technologies that we're using in language teaching, and many of the tools that I highlight are completely free. Also, if you were interested in having more training with me, then join me on Patreon. You get free videos every month with no advertising, and you get the chance to meet me online as well for an hour's training. We do an hour's training every month with the Patreon group where we actually work with the technology so you really learn to use them well. Thank you very much. Let's get back to the video. Okay, so the flashcards are ready. I can click here. And remember, I can click on this button to bring it into full screen. We've got the question on one side, and then if we click, we get the answer on the other, and then we can move on here. Notice that there are only 12 cards, and these questions based more around understanding of the video rather than the specifics. Now, how are we going to share this content with our students? Now, some of the individual content you can download. So, for example, as I've already pointed out, you can download this audio. That would be the same with the video. You can even download, for example, the quizzes, but it comes in a Google Sheet format. The best way to share the content is to click on this button here, Share, and then the settings that you want are to come down to here, and in the Notebook Access, you want to set that to anyone with the link. And then the best thing to do is to set it to give them access to the full notebook. And then you would obviously save, in fact, you would copy that link and save. So you've got those as your settings. And then you could share that link with your students. Now, your students will need to have a Gmail account. And if they get access to that link and they've got a Gmail account, they will open it up and have all of the content that you have generated will be available to them. Plus, they will be able to use the chat window, but they do need to have a Gmail account. Of course, there's much more content that you can produce. We've gone through flashcards and quizzes and audio. We could also produce a video. Notice if you click on video, you've got lots of control over the type of video and also to the way that it looks. And you've got various different templates that you can work with. I also like a lot to work with the reports, because if you click here, you can get all types of reports. Notice, for example, you've got a briefing document, a study guide, a blog post. And notice also that it will give you some recommendations based on the content that you've provided. So I like this one here, for example, a biographical narrative of the life of Taylor Swift. I could click on there and it's going to produce that for me. And I click on generate. So lots and lots of content that can be produced. Obviously, you can use this as a student studying on your own, or you can share it with your students and they can use it for homework or in the classroom. Okay, really hope you liked that video, and if you did, then please come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. Loads more free videos. Look at all the different menu items at the top of the screen here. If you're a teacher and you want to keep up a little bit more with the work I do, we often organize webinars, online courses, etc. Then sign up to the newsletter, and if you sign up to the newsletter, there is a free 14-part mini video course in using technology in language teaching, and nearly everything I suggest is free. If you want to take it a little bit further, then think about joining me on Patreon. If you join Patreon, you get extra videos every month with no advertising. I just go straight into the training, lots of ideas about how you can use the technologies in the class with your students, and you also get the chance to meet me online once a month for some direct training, and that's a real opportunity for you to practice using the technologies with me. And finally, if you want to go even further, join me on my very popular course, Technologies and Approaches to Blended, Hybrid and Online Teaching. I do that in collaboration with NILE, that is the Norwich Institute for Language Education, a very prestigious organisation in the UK. And that course has been running for many years and is very popular. Thank you very much. I'm going to leave a few more videos on the screen now that you might find useful.